Welcome to Math Plus, where math makes sense. In today's video, we will be multiplying decimals using models. This is a practice video. If you haven't watched the lesson video, look at the top right-hand corner and you can see a link. It's called Multiply Decimals with Models. Go ahead and watch that first and then come back and you get to practice. We call it your turn to show what you know. We will have 5 different problems. I will bring up the screen, turn off your video, work it out, and then come back and see if you're right. 7/10 times 5/10. Tenths are 10 small squares, same thing as 70 hundredths, right? Each tenth is one row, 1/10 of a hundredth grid, and we're going to color in 7 of those. When you're multiplying, you're going to color in the first number, either horizontal or vertical, it doesn't matter. And then the second number, you'll just go the opposite direction. So now we're going to color in 5/10. And our answer will be whatever is in the overlapping area. Now, I mentioned I shot up a little hint in the lesson video. I said, what does this have to do with area? I'm just going to give you an extra little understanding of how this is working together. But if at the top, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And on the side, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you remember how to do area, or if you ever haven't, all you do is multiply side by side. So you're also figuring out an area that has been overlapped. So you're using other math skills. This is the fun thing about math. It all comes together and it never changes. Don't you love that? When you find an answer, it is the answer. You can't change it. And that's the one thing I love about math. There's no interpretation or anything like that. If we count all those units in this area or in this space that overlapped, you will find that there are 35. Now you can go ahead and count them out. I'm not going to take the time to do it, but if you want to turn off your video and count all these little hundredth squares, you will find that there's 35. And it is on the hundredths grid. We've learned that in the lesson video as well. There are 100 little squares on this square. It's a hundredths grid, and there's 35 hundredths for the answer. Now, I'm not going to multiply side by side each time. I just wanted to point that out. Let's do another one. 8/10 times 4/10. I went ahead and colored in my 8/10. I made them purple. There's 8/10 vertically. If you count down, there's 10 little squares in each. 10 little squares equal tenths. So now we're going to do our fourths going the opposite direction, and they're overlapping. You can go ahead and start counting those. This time we will count them just to see if we are correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. It is on the hundredths grid, 32 little squares, 32 hundredths. Now, some of you that really know your multiplication, you're probably noticing a pattern, aren't you? We'll talk about that on the last one. 6/10 times 7/10. Turn off the video, figure it out, and come back. Oh no, did I do something different? I went horizontal with my 6/10, and that's okay. If you remember, in multiplication, we can multiply in any order. 6/10 times 7/10, 7/10 times 6/10. You can flip them and you still get the same answer. Just like in addition. Addition and multiplication, they do not have to stay in the same order. Let's go ahead and put our 7/10 going up and down and fill that in. And you can see what's overlapping. Now this time I'm not going to keep counting, but if you're unsure each time and you just want to prove that I've got the right answer, you can go ahead and count those, but you're only going to count everything that's overlapped. And if you need to take a darker pencil or pen and outline that area, That's what you're multiplying side by side and figuring out how many square units are in that area. And if you stop the video and count them, your answer will be 42 hundredths. I'm also noticing if I multiply 6 times 7, it comes out to 42. Now, we're only doing tenths, and that's working perfectly, but I just want to point that out whenever you're multiplying tenths. We have 2 left. This next one is 8 tenths times 3 tenths. Turn off the video, see if you can get that answer. All right, I'm going to add my 3 tenths. Now, some of you might be saying, why are we doing this? Why are we doing it this way when I know how to do it without? It helps you understand it, to see how this works, and it's also a great way of doing it for our hands-on learners. Some people need to draw pictures and understand math, so this is really good for learners that maybe can't memorize really fast. They want to know why, they want to see it. We each learn differently, so it's good to present math in different styles. And again, if you can memorize your multiplication and you know the answer without doing the box, that's great, but it's not bad to understand how a model works as well. So now, again, I'm going to put a box around my area and figure out that 8 tenths times 3 tenths. You can count these up. Some of you already did. And the answer is 24 hundredths. Now this last one's a little bit of a challenge. This was done in the lesson as well. Pay attention to your equations. Sometimes we want to rush through our work. We've all been there, right? We want to rush and get done because we have more fun things to do, right? This first number is not a decimal. It is the number 4. It's a whole number, okay? So 4 times, I want to add up 4 tenths. This example was given in the video as well, the last example. But I'm going to stop here. If you're not sure what to do, or if you want to guess, go ahead and try to figure it out, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to do it. All right, so I'm going to give you an example. If I was multiplying 4 times 4, right, I would say 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, right? I'm adding that other number 4 times, right? It's kind of like the long way of adding. We multiply and that shortens it, and the answer is 16. Well, the problem is this is 0.4. So basically now I'm adding 0.4 4 times, and that answer is going to be totally different. Let's find out how that works. And how do we do this on a model? Basically, you're going to add 0.4 4 times. So each time, and I'm doing this one slower because I really don't want you to get confused because it doesn't have a decimal. We're taking 0.4 and we're multiplying it 4 times, or we're adding it 4 times. And each time I'm going to change the color. There's 2 here. And look what happens. We're going on to our other grid. They're kind of almost the same color, but they're not. And then we're going to do the 4th one. What's happening here? There's a lot here, and we have a whole number. Do you notice how that first grid, the hundredths grid, is all colored in? This is equal to 1. This is 1 whole. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tenths. Now, look at that. When I multiplied 4 times 4, it was 16. When I multiply 4 times 4 tenths, it's 1 and 6 tenths. Now, when you start learning how to multiply fractions, using the algorithm, which means just using numbers, that's when you're going to learn to know where to put your decimal and when you need one, okay? So on here with the model, you can see it visually, but that's a lot of work to do math. So check out our videos where you actually multiply decimals not using the model. And it should be in the playlist at the end. We also have a practice worksheet for you. Go into the channel in the description. Anytime you see a your turn video, you're going to see some different hands-on things, helper tools that you can look at and maybe purchase and go to Amazon if you want, or just look around and see what's out there. And there's going to be a free worksheet for you to hit the link and you can download it and practice. If this is something you need to practice, then practice it before you go to the algorithm.